Really does. All right, let's watch Ben.
That is garbage. Just there, it's filled with terrible people. So over the past 48 hours, there was an attempt by the Democrats to push Republicans to basically push forward spending bills by including in spending bills things like funding for Iron Dome, which is the Israeli defense system. And the squad voted it down. Like members of the squad who were in favor of increasing the spending. Republicans voted against it because they didn't want to increase the spending period. Democrats were in favor of increasing the spending. They just didn't like Israel, at least members of the squad. So Rashida Tlaib, who's just...
Bro, literally 9 people, dude. Like, it's not enough. You know how liberals are always like, it's not enough that you fucking vote. Like, you have to literally act like you loved voting every moment of it. You know what I mean? For like a liberal that unironically is going to go do shit like this, right? But Ben Shapiro's like that too. It's like, it's not enough that you, like, the entire Congress in the most bipartisan way possible is just like, of course we're going to give $1 billion extra dollars to Israel to refuel and resupply the Iron Dome. Of course we're going to do that. It's that like 9 dissenters can't even exist. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's not everyone unconditionally was like, of course we're going to fucking support, like, of course. Like 9 people said something. It's like Ben's like, what the fuck? This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
The Hamas in the, like, she's just a terrorist representative apparently in the American Congress because that's all she does, just stand for Hamas. So she went out there and she said she was very upset that now the Democrats brought up correctly a separate funding bill for $1 billion for Iron Dome, which is a purely defensive technology. And Rashida Tlaib said she didn't want any funding for war crimes.
I will not support it.
First of all, if it's purely defensive, why don't we give one to the Palestinians? Shit, dude, they get bombed more than fucking Israel. By Israel. Like, I don't understand. It's purely defensive. I think we should give Hamas an Iron Dome straight up. I actually don't even, I'm not even joking about that. I think the Gaza Strip deserves its own Iron Dome. Make no mistake, I'm being 100% serious. Don't think that I'm joking about that.
Since I spent $20 on you, do I get a small part of the house? Maybe 20 worth of square footage.
The number one question I have is like, not why we're giving Israel, or not why we're funding the Iron Dome or whatever. It's why are we giving Israel money like this? Like, why? They have money. Like, let them. We already gave enough fucking R&D, missiles, research, money so far. Why are we giving them extra money? Like, it makes no sense. It's not like, not a fucking state. Like, it has nothing to do with America. Like, let them deal with it. They are fucking dealing with it all the time. So,
hassle.
That's ridiculous in and of itself. Okay? That's already, like, completely fucking ridiculous. But also this notion that, like, we are, it's purely defensive. Like Joe Biden didn't sell $750 million worth of weapons, like, a couple months ago after Israel's, like, 15-day massacre ended, or during the 15-day massacre, actually worse. Like, that's so ridiculous. There's no such thing as like a defensive spending in that respect. It's all offensive. We are taking a side in an apartheid. The wrong side. Like, that's the reality.
An effort to enable and support war crimes, human rights abuses, and violence. We cannot be talking only about Israelis' need for safety at a time when Palestinians are living under a violent apartheid system and are dying from what Human Rights Watch has said are war crimes.
Okay, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi was like, The hell are you talking about? Iron Dome is a purely defensive system designed to safeguard all civilians living in Israel. The system was co-developed by the United States and Israel and has saved thousands of lives. So whatever subsidy we were paying to Israel, we're getting back in terms of the technology. And pretty much everybody voted for it.
Wait,
right?
what?
Everybody, the final.
I want to hear this motherfucker make that same argument about healthcare, bro.
People, hey chat. Love you all, and even you too.
Listen, bro. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a Republican and you watch Ben Shapiro and you watch this fucking video and you agree with it, you're the most cucked person on the planet. Like what an insane, like how obvious, like how insanely obvious. Like, oh, it's actually paying back in dividends. Yeah, dude, the Iron Dome, the $1 billion extra that we're giving to Israel to execute raids, not just Iron Dome, by the way, to execute raids, but like the Iron Dome missile refueling, because we're already giving Israel money. This is extra $1 billion of extra money that we're giving to refuel Iron Dome. Okay? Like that's paying back in dividends, actually. Like, what do you mean it's paying back in dividends? Motherfucker, you literally shit on every single fucking spending bill. You're shitting on spending in the video where you're justifying giving the Iron Dome an extra $1 billion. That's fucking insane, dude. Wow.
I chat people kiss.
That's psychotic, dude. That is actually the most psychotic thing. Oh my fucking God. No, we can't do infrastructure spending. That will not help America. What will help America is giving Israel more money. That will pay back in dividends. Okay, thanks, man. That's, I guess you're right. Fucking sure, I guess. I don't know.
Final vote on this thing had, I think, 9 people who did not vote for it. Ted Deutsch, the representative from Palm Beach, he came out. He's a Democrat. And finally, Rashida Tlaib is the anti-Semite she is. He's only 2 years late on this.
I cannot allow one of my colleagues to stand on the floor of the House of Representatives
1 year of shadow
and label the Jewish Democratic State of Israel an apartheid state. I reject it.
But it's right. Also, why'd you add Jewish? Like, what's with all these motherfuckers constantly being like, it's the Jewish state? Like, what? Like, are you trying to imply that a Palestinian person is being anti-Semitic? Like, oh yeah, you're just singling out the Jewish state. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Well, I guess it is a Jewish state. Got it. Okay. Like, why? Why do these motherfuckers constantly fucking, like, every fucking unconditional Israel defender immediately is like, no, actually, every Jewish person cares about Israel in the same exact way. Bullshit, dude. That is inherently anti-Semitic. That's anti-Semitism. You're doing anti-Semitism, okay? Fuck the mistake. Hasan, can I come over tomorrow? Yes. Pull up.
Let's be clear. It's consistent with those who advocate for the dismantling of the one Jewish state in the world. And when there is no place on the map for one Jewish state, that's anti-Semitism.
Yes, it most certainly is. And the anti-Semites include Representatives Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, no shock there. I mean, they are just openly allied at this point with Hamas. Ayanna Pressley, the Ringo Starr of the squad. Cori Bush, the BLM congresswoman from Missouri. That's also not a shock because the BLM organization is openly anti-Semitic. Andre Carson, Marie Newman, Jesus Garcia, and Raul Grijalva. And one Republican...
I wonder if those other people also were pro-Black Lives Matter.
Hello, chat.
Probably.
I love you, Hasan, and this entire community.
I wonder why
Hasan.
Ben didn't mention any of their other, backgrounds and hyper-focused on the black women there. That was a real cool one, Ben.
Representative Thomas Massey, who voted against because he votes against pretty much every funding bill. And that is why Massey voted against it, not because he's anti-Israel, just because he doesn't like pretty much any funding. AOC is the one we should focus on here. So originally, the vote came around, and AOC voted against funding Iron Dome. Then AOC backed off of it because, as always, she is just cosplaying the revolution. That is all. She wants to be seen as radical, but then when it comes right down to it, she just wants power and money. That's all she wants. AOC. She wants to run for Senate in New York. You ain't getting far running for the Senate in New York being overtly anti-Semitic the way that Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib are. Ilhan Omar can get away with it because she's from a district in Minnesota that is extraordinarily far left and radical against Israel. And the same.
Damn. Pence improved his rhetoric. He wanted to say Muslims so bad. That's actually surprisingly. That is surprisingly held back from Ben. I literally would have just like thought he was just going to go there. I'm surprised he didn't say it. Wow. That is actually surprising. Yeah. I mean, you know that's what he means.
Same is true for Rashida Tlaib. That is not true for, it may be true in her district. It is certainly not true statewide. So whatever hope she has for statewide office rests on her abstaining. So she actually abstained from this. But, you know, she did have to cry some crocodile tears. So no tears for the people who are attempting to cross the border down in Del Rio, Texas. No tears about that. But she broke out the sobbing again after switching her vote. So she knew where the cameras were because she always knows where the cameras are. I mean, she's like a moth to a flame when it comes to cameras. AOC made her way down while somebody else was speaking and then pretty overtly started dabbing at her eyes because she was so sad that she had abstained from this particular bill. So terrible that Israel has defensive technology to prevent.
Leave it up to Ben.
Damn, a year already. Can't get that time back, but I wouldn't want
But, like,
it back anyways. Hassle.
Say some of the right things in the worst way possible. Like he still had to be like an obsessive, virulent, racist who's also just a freak. He's like, AOC knew where the cameras are. She loves the cameras. Ooh, isn't she a pretty girl? Like, it's like, dude, first of all, you're a fucking online political commentator, okay? You're speaking to a camera right now. Like, it's so weird. It's weirdo behavior to just be like, AOC knows where she was fake crying. I know this. I know that she was fake crying. I know a real cry when I see one. Made a lot of women cry in my day. It's like, calm down, bro. Yeah, he's complaining about AOC not crying about the migrants. Like, yeah, dude, you give a shit. Why isn't she still giving us feet pics? I want to see those little piggies. Fuck. Although, my criticism on AOC's like present vote is kind of identical to Ben's, regardless of his, you know, pathological obsession with AOC.
Prevented citizens from being slaughtered en masse by a terrorist group firing rockets indiscriminately into civilian areas. You can see her approach when she walks up to a fellow congressperson and she's so sad, she's upset, and she removes her glasses. She knows exactly where the camera is this whole time, right? She removes her glasses and she starts dabbing at her eyes. Oh, the sadness. Oh, the pain.
Why do you have to go there? Like, you could have made legitimate criticism without sounding like Buffalo Bill, dude. Motherfucker's out here analyzing the Zapruder film, dude. He's like, going frame by frame. As you can see, she's dabbing her eyes.
She is just...
You know, it's like, watch, AOC cries. It's like, Ben has that saved in his phone. Like, you know that he has that saved in his phone. You know what I mean? He's playing it on loop.
Just terrible. We're
Anyway, imagine being Ben Shapiro, living your life every day knowing that you're painfully incapable of contributing anything worthwhile to society and still
13
choosing to
months
try.
well.
He doesn't try. He just the only thing he tries is fucking, you know, getting right-wing clout, putting some money in his pocket. That's it.
And inaccurately.
This is so pathetic, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch like a fucking. I feel like we've moved beyond the point of like funny
70 tallied electoral votes.
motherfuckers
Or
who think you can't be racist to white people.
received more than 270 electoral
Bro, white people want to be oppressed so bad. No, I don't think they want to be oppressed. I think they just want to be respected. What makes you think they're not already respected? Some people are just racist towards them. You mean prejudice? Yeah, that's the same thing. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. Showing prejudice because of their skin color is racism. So, you can't oppress the oppressors. Not every white person's an oppressor. Oh, so you a coon, that's what you
You guys make no fucking sense.
Bro, white people want to be oppressed.
Cool.
What one of your chatters wrote? Wow. Dude, chat's popping off today. There's a lot of fucking golden takes in the chat today. Ben Shapiro making a woman cry is probably the only way he can get them wet, to be honest.
Hasan thanks you for all you do. No other steamers I
Chat
watch,
has been
and as a
fucking
black and indigenous
lighting it
chatter,
up
I
all
will
day
stand
today.
here and always hold the
Chat's
line.
smoking that
11
Shabibo
months
pack.
with my hero, Hassel.
Pretty good.
Why?
I need an Iron Dome to protect me from Ben Shabibo content. So, I don't know why-
So bad. No,
I don't know why everyone's cringing. Lots of white people in the chat. I mean, this is such a fucking silly argument. Like, how are you going to be racist to a white person, dude? Like, what happens? What happens when you're racist to a white person? What? He's right, though? No, the fuck he's not. Like, it is such a silly, cowardly fucking way to describe like racism, which is significantly more harmful when done at the systemic level than like some individual dumbass being racist to you. And the only reason why an individual dumbass being racist to you is still hurtful is because it is being reinforced from the very systems that we exist under. Okay? Like, that's the problem. The problem with racism isn't, you're being mean, okay? This is something that, like, for some weird reason, a lot of white people just, like, never understand it. The problem with racism isn't, like, someone was mean to me and it hurts my feelings. You can only reduce it to that, like, hyper-individualistic attitude if you've probably never practiced empathy towards marginalized people, okay? Like, it doesn't work that way. It's about your material conditions being limited historically. It's about your fucking entire cultural identity, your ethnic background being erased systemically for centuries. It's about wars being fought to keep you a slave. And then having another 100 years of systemic oppression in the form of segregation. Like, that's what that is. That's the reason why it's hurtful. It's not like, N-word bad. Ooh, it hurts my feelings. Like, don't say the word. It's like the word is associated with all of those wrongs. Okay? Centuries of oppression, colonization, exploitation, mass rape. Just actual ownership of human beings. Like, that's why it's bad. Okay? It's not because it's just a mean word. So I find it really funny whenever people are like, like, don't say cracker. Think about the etymology of the word cracker. It's a whip cracker, dude.
As high.
Even in the history of the word cracker, there's still power. Okay? You're still giving power to the white person. So even the fucking slurs that are supposed to be hurtful and mean actually end up, because it has the historical context, giving you the power. The N-word, on the other hand, means you are not human. Okay? So that's why you can say that You can't say the N-word, but you can say cracker. There are, by the way, numerous different interpretations of cracker and where it comes from. And whipping is one of the many different interpretations. Please don't come in here with a fucking dumbass Wikipedia shit being like, actually, in the 17th century, there could have been a different interpretation of the word cracker. Like, it comes from a different place. Like, no. Reverse racism sounds a lot like straight people being like, why no straight pride parade? Why no straight pride month? Why, motherfucker? What do we do? Like, we're the default, dude. What do you want to be proud of? Like, fucking your cousin, dude? Yeah, be proud, bro. You did a really good job.
Against white people, but I didn't really think about it from this perspective.
It's not reverse racism, it's just racism. Dude, racism isn't just like saying mean words. I don't understand. I find this really fucking stupid. It's not reverse racism, it's just racism. It's such a fucking idiotic take. Talk to me about racism when, I don't know, for 100 years, black people fucking come to white areas and steal them, rape them, colonize them. And then afterwards, they're like, fight a war to free the white folk. And then still after that, they're like, yeah, you know what? We probably should be separate but equal. Racism and systemic racism are different things. How is this difference so hard to understand? Why can't you disapprove of all racism even if it doesn't involve slavery? Because I'm not a fucking idiot. That's why. Because racism without systemic racism is just like, oh, you're being hurtful. I literally just described it. Being hurtful is bad? Yeah, well, you know, I'm still fucking hurtful, okay? And crying about how fucking hurtful someone is and trying to compare it to racism plus systemic racism is fucking insane. Yeah, so yes, with racism being an issue at the systemic level, all white people bad equals bad still? No one is saying all white people equals bad, but you are specifically bad, okay? You, as a white person, you're a bad white, okay? I'm fucking white, idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? That's why you come across like a fucking idiot. Aren't you a known racist yourself? Of course. There are definitely people saying that, though. Who cares? Who cares? Again, who cares? There is no historical precedent for so many people coming up with the idea that white people are so bad that, like, you know, we've only had 13 fucking black senators so far, dude. Or sorry, 11. 11 black senators in the history of the United States of America. It feels like, you know, the overwhelming majority of people in positions of power are still oftentimes white men. It doesn't seem like it's like a serious fucking systemic form of oppression or even any oppression whatsoever. It's just people who are powerless otherwise fucking blowing off steam. And if you are going to reduce it back down to like, well, what about the average working class white person who's just being a little racist to blow off steam? It still doesn't matter because you're blowing off steam by relitigating and reigniting the same systemic scars. You are reinforcing the systems of oppression when you do that. Okay? God damn, dude. You are not white Islam. Stop acting like you are. You have no idea what it's like being told your existence is racist. You can't even imagine what goes through my mind when someone calls me a mayo monkey. I only have a little mayo most days. Imagine having that little racial awareness. Bro, this motherfucker is on fire today, dude. This is the second time. The second time he got me. Oh.
Lit content.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm sorry, dude. It's just fucking ridiculous. Defining racism mainly as interpersonal dynamic empowers Robin DiAngelo's of the world. That right wingers should also reject reverse racism. What? Like people have no way of comprehending systemic problems, right? Especially ones that require you to understand the accurate depiction of history, okay? And if you've never learned it, and this even includes black children being educated in the United States of America that unfortunately learn a very white supremacist or at least whitewashed version of American history, is ridiculous. Like, yeah, you're never going to understand it. I'm never going to understand it personally because I'm not black. But at least I understand the history of it enough to recognize that these are a group of people that have been wronged historically with no restitution, no reparations, nothing, who are wronged still to this day. And the scars of those, the scars of so many centuries of wrongdoing still exist and are still perpetuated through all of our systems, especially the criminal justice system. But you can see it even in like the medical profession, dude. And it's wild to like look at something as complex and as pervasive as centuries of violence and oppression, and then turning around and being like, this is exactly when, you know, people say I'm racist for being white. You're being racist towards white people. It's like, dude, you have no, like, that's just someone being mean to you, okay? And yeah, being mean to someone is oftentimes shitty, okay? It's shitty. But who cares? Comparing it to something
Parasocial Twitch
that is
baby
as,
like Kaido, have
comparing it
any
to something
good
like fucking racism is psychotic, dude. Like, there you go. This is perfect. Isn't being mean based on racism, though? That's it. That's what you're reducing racism to. It's just being mean based on race. That's it. Like, no, that's bullying, dude. Okay? That's hilarious to me. It's just a semantics argument for so many people. It's just like, I don't want to call out. Look, there's a reason why people that come to the United States from Africa, okay, like on their own volition, I'm not talking about slavery, I'm not talking about chattel slavery, will oftentimes also routinely shit on African Americans. That is, of course, until they assimilate and realize that most white people, if not all white people, see them the exact same way. Okay? Now, if you don't have any friends from Africa, you will not understand what I'm saying. But a common term, or at least in friend groups that I am familiar with, is calling black people in America Canadians as a substitute for the N-word. I don't know if that's like how it is in every friend group or whatever, but yeah. And I'm saying like this is what, you know, Nigerian people or black people from Africa that are first generation immigrants are doing. Not all, obviously not everyone. This is a really anecdotal and personal experience that I've had until they themselves recognize that like, oh shit, like I'm not being perceived differently because of my personal background. I'm not being perceived differently because I'm a first generation black immigrant in this country. I'm just black. Because that's how pervasive and powerful white supremacy is. Okay? That's the difference. Damn, this motherfucker is insecure and annoying.
Hey, Corey, guess what? I'm bisexual. Good for you. Yeah, I'm bi, but I don't really like guys. What? I'm bisexual, but I normally go for girls. I wouldn't get with a guy. That means you're lesbian. No, I'm bi. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. You said you prefer girls over guys. So? That means you're not bi. Of course I am. Bisexual means you like both genders. Exactly. So you like girls and guys. Yeah, but I wouldn't get with a guy. So you don't like guys. Who told you that? You did. I said I wouldn't get with one. That means you're not attracted to guys. I am. So you would get with a guy. No, I don't like guys. So you're not bi. Says who? Says you. No, that was you. No, you said it. I said I'm bi. You said you're attracted to women instead of guys. Of course I did. So you're lesbian. No, I'm bisexual.
I don't get it. Like, is TikTok just about like being wrong?
Hey, Corey, guess what? I'm bisexual. Good for you. Yeah.
Trump was right.
Don't ever send me a fucking link, dude. Don't ever send me a fucking downloadable link ever again. What the fuck is wrong with you? So stupid, dude. Come on. You literally should know better. No, meme, explain that TikTok. He's saying that, I mean, it's like basic anti-buy shit, which is pretty funny because like it's so. I mean, it definitely exists, obviously. And it's a problem. That's why people talk about bi visibility all the time. It's just biphobia, but it's in comparison to like homophobia in general. It's like a strand that literally is like one branch underneath. You know what I mean? As far as it being commonplace.
18 months hassle.
So like you have to at least like in a weird way like acknowledge that like lesbian people exist and gay people exist, but you're like, oh, you can't be both. Like you can't be both into men and women. You know what I mean? So it's like I find it in like a very weird avenue where you're at a crossroads and you're like, I'm comfortable with like a little bit of understanding of the existence of you know, gay people. It's so weird, dude. Yeah, he's a debate lord, his content for Redditors. It's like, dude, it's like being bi means you have to fuck both men and women like all the time. Just like being straight means you have to fuck every woman, okay? Like if you haven't fucked every woman, nope, you're not straight, dude. You're gay, actually. Nope, you're not gay either because you haven't fucked every man. So, sorry, you're nothing, okay? What a fucking stupid take. I think you missed what he was saying. No, he was saying that, like, in order for you to be bi, you can't say that you prefer women. You have to say that you prefer men and women. Chaotic priest. Very strange. Bi means exactly 50% of men and 50% women. Yeah. All right, let's watch the Jordan Klepper video. Acne is a real thing.
Only one more month with the Ashanka wide P-post ad.
But it's pretty funny to think that, like, your fucking teenager is getting acne because of the mask. You know what I mean? No, it's because of puberty, you fucking idiot. What the hell kind of take is that? I love these because...
Nice.
I love these because it shows you the range of psychos. Like, it literally goes from, like, yeah, you know, like, masks are bad. They're bad. They're not good. They make me feel bad. To, like, I filmed inside the hospitals. They're lying to us. Nobody's actually sick. The ICU capabilities are totally fine. Like, what the fuck? How do we, the jump off point? Like, what is going on there? Anyone who has their children in public school who doesn't realize that school is literally co-parenting with the government is the biggest idiot, dude. That's just what a school is. You're just describing school. You literally leave your child with random strangers that you will maybe see once or twice for the entire fucking day. Okay? That's school. And they feed your child. Oh my God, I just convinced conservatives to, exclusively take up homeschooling. You remember how I told you guys that thing like conservatives do? I mean, it's like one of my favorite fucking takes. But like that thing that conservatives do where they describe something that is already happening, but they say it in like a spooky way. I just did that for school. You know what I mean? And protesting does not, of course. She's my favorite. She's actually my favorite. Least harmful. Because she also doesn't vote. Because, there's one thing that motherfuckers love doing. The one thing conservatives love doing is watching the ad at the top of the hour for 60 seconds, okay? I know I got all of not a single person mentioned ad. That's right. Conservatives love watching the top of the hour ad break. They do. But if you don't want to watch it, you can subscribe. If you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, you can subscribe for $4 because it's September. You can also subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime if you have one. You can also, if you don't want to subscribe, use an ad block or a VPN. The Twitch Prime is free. So the thing I was going to say is, no, conservatives love voting. They fucking love voting, dude. They vote like for... I had a goat cheese avocado beet salad with double chicken. For those of you who are wondering. And it was fucking delicious. Beets are gross. I like beets. I've never been a big beet guy, but I don't know. I think I might be a beet guy now. Beets taste like soil.
Love you, Chad Peepo. Hey.
Dude, the new Wizza scam? No, I haven't seen it. Let's watch the all gas no brakes merch drop.
Bitch.
White chalk, caution tape, toe tags, and body bags. All we did was come up. Tell me why they fucking mad. Creeping through your back door. Probably while you sleeping. Know what it is, bitch. It's Jack boy season. 1, 2, 3, no I ain't I'm at with it, yeah. They got choppers and sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm with it. They got them choppers and sticks. 10.
So I hung out with them. Yeah, that was me. You saw me there. You're probably wondering how I got here. Yep, that's me. Anyway, but I did not meet the Hoff twins. Unfortunately, they were not there.
Let's go.
Wait, you guys can't see my legs? Come on, guys. I just have camo pants on. You can see them, right?
With it, they got them choppers and sticks. 10.
The Clintons had not assassinated Kobe Bryant, he would be here, he would be supporting Channel 5, and we'd be talking to him live right now.
10. Glocks in a party. Searching at the clip, but it's itching at the dick up.
The Channel 5 hat is the ultimate pussy magnet.
I was riding with my niggas, riding in the stolo, and I like that now, but I don't fuck with Tony Romo.
Boom! 5, 5, 6 shells.
All right, everybody, just want to make sure, stay in school.
Channel 5.
Shit happens, shit gets crazy. We get a pandemic, niggas is losing their lives for real. Kelly knows what's up. He R. Kelly cousin.
Man, they don't talk about what's going on in Chicago.
They don't talk about what's going on.
Babies, Planned Parenthood was formed to kill black babies. They're trying to take people out. They're trying to depopulate.
Yeah.
They've been child trafficking.
This dude is literally this, by the way. Like, I hung out with him. I hung out with him after this photo shoot. Like, that's actually, he is like that. He doesn't know my background, so I, like, obviously I didn't want to fuck anything up. So I, like, kept it chill, you know? I brought up, like, the fact that Joe Biden had deported more people than Donald Trump using Title 42. But, like, I didn't take it any further, you know what I mean?
Trafficking, the black kids, the white
He's not
kids,
lying,
all
they're
the
trying to
kids.
kill us.
Man, they're trying to knock us out every step of the way. That's why you got to kind of defend yourself and stand up.
This is my day one, Kelly.
Hey, SoCal Kelly here in LA, and it's good to be here with Channel 5, Andrew and the gang. And we've kind of taken over this corner. We're basically exercising our rights to peacefully assemble. We aren't necessarily taking it over by eminent domain.
We're taking it over. We're taking it over.
Yeah.
We don't put stakes in the corners. And
No.
this is Channel 5 land.
No, not unless it's steak spelled S-T-E-A-K and you can cook it and eat it. That's different.
What was his response? Oh, dude, what do you mean? What's every fucking Trump supporter's response when you fucking, lock them up in a corner? It just moved on immediately. It moved on from that point immediately. And I also didn't pursue it any further because I did not want to, like, fuck anything up there. They changed the subject.
I don't know what
some of you have literally never talked to a Trump supporter, and it shows. Okay. Like, have you never talked to, like, a Trump supporter in the wild, dude? They always are like that. They always are like, you'll just, like, fucking, I'm talking normies, not like fucking Reddit weirdos, okay? But if you talk to, like, a normal dad who's just like a Trump supporter, they have, like, 3 talking points before they're exhausted. And then it's over. Then they're like, let's talk about something else. Like, yeah, they move on to another fucking conspiracy. And then again, boom, 2 talking points. We'll have to move on to another conspiracy because it's exhausted. Also, yes, the most important thing is that you will never change their minds. You will not.
To talk about.
We're talking stakes where they're like cordoning it off and saying people stay out and don't use the property. But
Yeah.
we're using the property.
We're using it. This is our turf. You heard it? Channel 5 gang.
Dr. K talks to a proud Trump supporter. No, I don't want to watch that. They also use anecdotes for literally every single argument. It's so frustrating. That hoodie? No, I do have a lot of. I got like 3 shirts though that they sent me. I was supposed to wear it today, but I fucked up and I forgot, and I was too lazy to change it. But I will actually end up wearing one. I will wear it tomorrow. I want to watch this Mad Orchard video on predators. It was 55 minutes. Can I get a shout out for my favorite and now free Michaels? Wait, the Michaels are free? Wait, Canada did it, dude? They freed the Michaels?
Hey Hasan, could you cover the China/Huawei/Canadian affair tomorrow? There was a major development just
China has released the detained Canadians, Kovrig and Spavor. Wow, they stopped. These cowards. They used to call them the 2 Michaels. Those are our Michaels, dude. I can't stand your ass.
At HasanAbi in 2 months in, baby. Looks good.
It's very weird. I can't stand your ass. Hasan homophobic era. Hasan homophobic era. Hasan canceled for homophobia. They did it because they released the Huawei CFO. Damn, dude. China got back a fucking CFO of Huawei. And all we got in Canada were the 2 Michaels, dude. Not even 3 Michaels, just 2. I don't know, dude. Doesn't seem like a good deal to me, dude. That's like a fucking elite. Like a video game. This is one of the high tier hostages, dude. What the fuck? It's a bad deal. This was a bad deal. If I was there, believe me, 2 Michaels, I would do 10 Michaels for the Huawei CFO. I fucking miss him so much, dude. Very disrespectful for the Huawei CFO. China wants back the Huawei CFO. Folks, they want 2 Michaels. They want to give us back the 2 Michaels for the Huawei CFO. Okay, this sounds like shit. Stop. Shut up, dude. A hot take is one. Unironically, might be a spy. His background sus as fuck, but regardless, as a Canadian, I'm very glad the situation is over. Oh, dude. Yeah. The truth about the one bankruptcy. Let's do it.
As promised.
I got to tweet about the Michaels, dude. I'm going to say some disrespectful shit now and probably get canceled, but I'm going to say. I just said it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I just said I for one
21
would have demanded at least 3 Michaels for a whole Huawei CFO, but that's just me. It's not like people know it's a joke, right? Like I'm sure people won't.
In the last video, if you haven't seen it, it's the video of the absolutely amazing mini The One of Nile's. And today we're here with Nile and he's going to explain to us some of the things that have been going on.
What is this, Nile? What is this, a body double? This is a whole ass different person, bro. This is not him. Oh my God, I feel like we've never seen him without the beanie.
On with the biggest house in the
Hey,
urban
sexy
world.
beasts.
And
Stay
Niall,
this
welcome back. And yeah, I mean...
Bro, where are they interviewing him? Not inside the one, that is. That's right. But what is happening? He just looks like a different person, dude.
I don't want to sound like harsh or abrupt or anything, but there's been some rumors out there that the house has gone into foreclosure. The price is now 350 million instead of 500 million. What's going on? Tell us all about it.
So, you got to understand the whole story.
Okay, it does sound like him. Never mind. I think it literally is. We just like have never seen him without the beanie, and maybe he gained a little bit of weight or something. I wonder if he's hurt more by the bankruptcy that was, of course, inevitable, or his wife leaving him.
It's not just a house, and it's not just a sale. And this is what some of the problems that I got into. I bought this house, this land in 2012.
Oh, they're still in the house. Yo, why are rich people allowed to do this? I kind of don't understand that. Like, it is very weird. It's like when you're rich, you get to like stay in the house even if you're like bankrupted and no longer own it. Like, what's going on, dude? That's not the one.
And I started developing it. And during that time, I was a very different person. I was married, and like everything in my life has changed completely, 180% from losing all the money I had to pushing through.
Oh, so you're against homelessness only for poor people? I mean, yeah.
Badge feels strong, man.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, like, yeah, that's literally, I'm totally for like making rich people homeless for like a little bit. You know what I mean? Just for a little bit. As a treat. Not me, though. Everybody that's richer than me. Saved. We're safe, boys. Don't worry. We got this. I checked it out. I crossed that part. You know what I mean? We're good. We're good. We're good. Whew. Close one.
And coming up with the craziest world-changing idea, like doing pay-per-view platform events at this house. And during the 12 years that I was building this house, I built a lot of other houses. And I never had any investors on this project. I always went from one bank to the next bank to the next bank, trying to get this thing made. And I also, from every single house that I built, all the money from that previous house went to the one. So this is not just about like 12 years in one house. This is about 12 years of my life, and every single dollar that I've made in that 12-year period went to the one. When I started this, I was a totally different person as I am now, and I didn't think about the world. I didn't really care, to be honest. I cared about myself. And but living through all this, I completely changed as a person. And then COVID hit. But the weird thing was, previous to COVID, all of my houses, like a year or 2 years before COVID, every one of my houses would sell. Every one of my houses would sell before we had the power on. Every one of my houses would sell. Ever.
Bro, how the fuck did this guy literally lose, like, how do you fuck up a real estate deal in Los Angeles? As someone who was like recently a homeowner, as you guys know, I'm sorry, I apologize once again. How dare I? Like, I saw the process, dude. Motherfuckers just print. They just sit there and print. Like, everything that touches home ownership in Los Angeles is insane. Like, like, you gotta work hard to fuck real estate up, especially luxury real estate. Like, because he's selling like rich people's houses to other rich people. So that's just like, that's never like an audience that's gonna get smaller. Okay. Like, you have to be, like, him building the one is probably like one of the very few ways that you could actually lose money selling luxury real estate in Los Angeles. It's kind of funny. And he lost his wife too. I mean, it's really fucking funny. I'm sorry. Like, it's hard for me not to laugh at this, dude. It's just like
everyone continually, even though people would copy everything I did, everything would sell. And then all of a sudden, none of my houses would sell. Nothing. And that's what got me into this big problem, because, you know, when you're running $1 million a month mortgage payments and your houses aren't selling, you got a problem.
So what went wrong? What do you think caused this?
You could have bought 130 houses of your house. Well, guess what, bitch? At least I have a house. What does Nile have? No house.
To happen. Well, it's two things. One of them is it took forever to get the house built, and every day that you take to build a house is money.
So stop. Let's back up. So I know you said it took about 10 years to complete the project.
Yeah.
Had you predicted that it would be much quicker than that, or was that already like preset?
I didn't know, honestly, because like one of the reasons that it took so long is I had to stop. I had to stop because I had to go from bank to another bank to another bank, and we stopped in between because we had a bank loan.
Yeah, I wonder why.
So cool.
And it's like, I mean, I guess there was no point where he could have turned around and been like, maybe we should just pump the brakes on this shit. You know what I mean? Seems to me like, you know, we're over leveraged. We're going buck wild. Who's going to buy this? Nobody. There's fucking cameras in the bathrooms. That could have been a good stopping point, actually. Like, bathroom cameras. If I'm a fucking bank and I see bathroom cameras, I'm like, I'm not giving this fucking guy money, dude. What are you, insane? There's literally cameras in the bathrooms so that women can stare at men's dicks. And then the other banker's like, bro, that's equality. And that's how it happens. They're like,
I can't believe Twitter limited my account for being
we spent it, and we had to wait to refinance it with another bank. Or I would finish another house, and I would sell that house, and then we'd have $10 million. We'd fund it into the one.
So let's talk about right now.
Yeah.
What's the situation with the one?
Well, I got to give a kind of a quick backstory. So the backstory is one of the things that came to me through other people or through a higher power was a real serious way to help change the world. And when I gave,
rich people are so fucking stupid. Like, their lives are so incredibly meaningless that, like, it can't just be that you want to make money, even though that's all it is. And a lot of these people are just like fucking dumb and don't realize that, like, this is not a good way to do it. But it doesn't really matter because most of the time when you're rich, like, you can still, you know, fail upwards. And that's the reason why they have to make it seem like a higher power. Yeah, dude, a higher power told you to make some ugly ass fucking insanely large house that no one was going to buy. Like a higher power. No, motherfucker. There is no higher power. Like, shut the fuck up.
More than 6 inches.
Say we instead of they. Oh, God. The most cringy part about this, like, house saga has been that, like, I literally have the same amount of fucking subscribers from, like, 2 months ago, but now everyone's always like, say we. Shows how fucking stupid some of you were. Like, I swear to God. It's like only when I saw House, that's when I realized it. Oh my God. Like, yeah, dude, okay, we. Yeah, I have a world-changing house too. Apparently it changed a lot of these fucking dumb idiots' worlds. It's fine when you make money. God forbid you spend it, though. It's just, like, so stupid, dude. Yeah, don't worry, guys. A higher power told me.
My mission statement in your interview, like, that was serious. I mean, that's something I really want to do. And by having a house that has those kind of grounds post-COVID, you have one of the only spaces in the world that can do pay-per-view platform events. And pay-per-view platform events at that house, like fights with Manny Pacquiao, fights with Floyd Mayweather, fights with big boxing names, can rain money down through the pay-per-view platform that we wanted to do, and combining it with the show and changing everybody's life by giving people 3-page contracts and putting the trust in them to account was all honest. So one of the reasons I got in this problem is because I fought forever. I didn't want to sell the house because I knew, and I still know today, that there is a higher purpose for that house.
Let me ask you a question. When you started out and you had this vision and you started to build the house, was it your intention to sell it, or was it your intention to do other things with it at that time?
Oh, absolutely, 100% it was to sell it. That's all I didn't think about anything else other than selling the house.
Profit, you wanted profit.
That's it,
okay.
That's it.
And at what point did that change?
9 months.
After COVID, I met someone that gave me the idea. And one of the problems is that throughout this period, as we were finishing the house, I must have been through 7 or 8 different groups that were going to resolve everything for me. And when
Wait, did he say after COVID? Yo, my man's from the future, dude. It's all good. He's in a future where he's no longer bankrupt, boys. That's why he's able to. He came back in time to tell us about it. Is he getting canceled for owning a house like you? Yes. Me and Nile Niami. We are both strapping, handsome, not balding, young men who are not delusional, and we are both getting canceled for simply buying a house. And it's fucking disgusting.
When I say resolve everything, they were going to give me enough money to buy out the partners happily, where they would be extremely...
You misunderstood what he said? I wasn't paying attention. I was just reading chat.
Excited about the deal. They were going to pay off the banks, and we were going to pay off everybody, and then that house was going to be used.
Bro, this entire thing was a grift, dude. This whole, like, fucking, you know, left-wing socialism shit, dude. I was always trying to fucking build enough funds to build the largest, stupidest house in Los Angeles. There, I said it, dude. That's me. I'm Nile Niami. That's right. From the future. Truth comes out, dude. The Kristen cinema take? Yeah. Now he's going to fuck all our moms in his $2.7 million house. Nile Niami, but with a smaller head? No, dude. No, I'm Nile Niami. That's me.
For pay-per-view platform events, for creating a token, for cyber currency, to be used for a show. And it still is. That still is my goal.
But where are we today? I mean, that is what everybody really wants to know.
I'll tell you where we are today.
Where are we today?
This is going to go one of two ways. Either I was a fool, and I spent 11 years of my life to build this, originally only thinking about myself, and then thinking about how this house can be the beacon of hope for the world to change. And it's going to go one of two ways. Right now, as we stand here today, the house has been put in with a receiver from Hankey Capital because Hankey hasn't been paid his mortgage payments, and he's going to sell the house, and hopefully we sell the house for top dollar, and everybody makes their money and their profit. That is not my goal, and it still is not my goal, because my goal is to do these pay-per-view platform events. So I have someone who has become a very, very good friend of mine, and I trust this guy with my life. And the strange thing is, I've never met him before, other than on FaceTime calls. And he is a terrific person. But one of the issues is he's promised me over and over and over and over and over and over and over that he is wiring the money. And that's why I've gotten into this rut, because he promised me for 3 months now. When we went on your last show, I was promised, as you know, this monetization fund I called the God Fund was going to come in, and it was going to monetize, and it was going to take care of everything, including these pay-per-view events and going out and helping everybody that I possibly could that deserves it in the world. But it never happened, and it never happened, and it never happened, and it never happened, and it never happened.
But you still think it will?
I believe in my heart it will, and...
Bro, I just like, I mean, he's a maniac, dude. I don't know what else to say. Like, this man needs therapy more than anything else. I think, like, he's completely lost. I don't even know if therapy could help him. Like, he's lost the plot, dude. He's OD'd on copium to a degree that, like, I don't know if there's ever recovery from that, you know? Like, at a certain point, you gotta have one friend, dude. You have to have a single fucking friend. How do you not have a single friend that was like, dog, don't call it the God Fund? Like, that's so that's crazy. Like, you sound like a crazy person. Man, that shit really sucks, to be honest. Like, I mean, we talked about this before, like, in length. You guys are watching this for the first time. Like, it's on my YouTube. Like, I covered the plight of Nile Niami. When I said, no, in my famous video, nobody needs this much house. But it's like, it's just sad as fuck, to be honest. It really is a sad, sad, meaningless existence.
I received word from him yesterday that the money is being sent next week. So
would it be fair to say anybody watching this right now might say you're being foolish by believing this and not moving on to...
Dude, Michael's such a piece of shit. You know he realizes it, right? Like, chat, are we in agreement that Michael 100% realizes that he's, like, just fucking making fun of Nile at this point? He's just, like, abusing him? Like, that's... We're on board with that, right? Ugly ass shirts. Fucking. Oh.
To another remedy?
Well, I think because I have been down the path with so many different groups, I don't think at this stage in life there is another remedy other than if somebody watching your show comes in and says, hey, we're going to give you $200 million and help solve this, and we're going to come in as your partner. I don't know any other remedy. I can tell you, you know, it was a big risk going on a YouTube channel, but it worked out unbelievably. And I have received DMs from rabbis. I have received DMs from pastors of churches that want to meet with me. I've received DMs from hundreds of people that need help, and hundreds of people wanting to know what's the update. So,
yeah, I mean, he's right. We want to know so we can laugh at it, though. That's the difference. Like, I don't think he realizes that the people who are asking, like, yo, what's going on, Nile? What's happening with the house, Nile? What's good, Nile? Like, that's
smile.
People are like, you know, they're making fun of him, or they're, I don't know, maybe like looking for a new spot for a mega church or some shit.
Hello, Hasan. Almost 2 years. Still waiting for Chili News Pogo. Love you, poo poo.
man dreams of getting 200 million from someone watching on YouTube. Yeah, like that's the part. The thing is, like, that's what I don't understand. Like, how are you so lost, dude? Like, these people oftentimes are lost in the sauce for some of the dumbest shit too. Like, motherfucker thinks like one person out of the millions of people watching his YouTube videos is gonna turn around and be like, "Well, I have 200 million lying around." Like, that's what he thought, bro. Someone on IG turned what you said yesterday into a meme. I mean, it's like, it's not like a super, I mean, I've made this joke a million times. I'm sure other people have, I don't think they're like, you know, I don't think this was like a authentic. Just meme. Everyone says that. It's just normal.
Never, ever stop until the last day. If it sells, I hope I get my money back because it was 11 years of my life and all of my other houses. But I hope that there is a resolve, a positive resolve that is going to include buying out the partners, paying the banks, and doing what I think was meant for this house in the first place, which is having it be the beacon of hope and having it really help the world. And that has been my mission statement since the last interview I had with you, and it is still my mission statement. And I have never given up, and I will never give up until the very, very end. But
which is totally admirable. My hat is off to you for that. But again,
yeah, dude, he's doing a righteous thing, dude. It's totally admirable. It will make me a lot more content. So I admire it. Thank you. Keep doing dumb things like this, so I can make more content this way.
Again, looking at the worst case scenario, and let's say the house does sell.
Yes.
What type of price do you think it will realistically bring?
I have no idea.
In today's market?
I have no idea. Listen, well, you say in today's market. Today's market's unbelievable. This is the best market we've had.
Yeah, Michael literally is such a fucking mega scammer, dude. Where he did, Chatter's correct. He literally fucking brought this guy to his friend who sells luxury watches to make a fool of him. Like, to be like, yes, you're going to buy this watch? It's very expensive. Can you buy it? Just sitting there in the corner like, it's, $10 million. Yes, oh yes. Meanwhile, he's just like, he's literally just milking him like a fucking cow, dude. Very good. You're going to buy this very, very expensive watch, right?
Ever. I've never seen stuff selling like it is now, so I don't know. I don't know because there is a receiver involved in this.
Do you think it could be the 500 million?
I don't know. I think that if it's 200 million or if it's 500 million, I think it would be a horrible travesty because this house could change hundreds of thousands of people's lives. This house could make me very rich because, listen, I'm not one to say I'm going to sell everything and go out and give everything I have away. I've worked my butt off for this, and I deserve this. I'm an unbelievable human being, and I deserve to have this house and do what I want with it. I deserve it, and I'm never going to give up on that. But I've learned something along the way that has kept me focused, and that is maktub, which means it's already written. Everything's already written. You can do nothing about whatever is going to happen, and you just have to go with it and do your best. And that's what I have come up with, that mentality now, and that's what I live by, that it is already written by the hand. And
dude, so many rich people are like this. I swear to God.
Hey, Hossie, thanks for
some of you will not believe me. I promise you. Like, just so many rich people are exactly like this, except still rich. So, like, you know, people still act like they're being unique and as though they have something important to say. I swear to fucking God, dude. I swear to fucking God. Just like, especially in LA, man. Especially in fucking LA.
And whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And I have unbelievable, earth-shattering announcements to make. I really do. I really do. And I'm going to tell you just one to give you an idea on the show right now. And then we'll go on to future shows where I will talk about it after we know what happened with this. But
so just to interrupt you, so these, or this specific idea that you're going to talk about now, is going to happen regardless of whether the one sells or doesn't sell?
I hope. My entire being is the one. And I don't mean the one house. I mean the one brand, the one franchise. Everything I'm working on is the one. And
I bet this guy will recover, dude. This system is so fucking... This system is so shitty that, like I could totally see this guy recovering somehow. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are saying no, but like not. Like he already was rich once. You know what I mean? That's it. He was already rich once. He knows enough rich people, like. He's gonna find some other fucking idiot to like also be as idiotic as him.
Yo.
Like someone who's just like in the same circles, but like just 10% dumber. And there's always some motherfucker with more money, but like just that's 10% dumber. You know what I mean? And that's all he needs to do. Is like find that one fucking guy who's gonna listen to him and not be like Michael and just take advantage of him and make fun of him and like, you know, make content out of his fucking misery, because this guy is just like lighting his life on fire in front of us for all of us to enjoy. Which, by the way, Sweaty, that's praxis. Okay, a lot of you think, you know, producer Michael is creeper, and in many ways, like you know, some of the worst depictions of British people. He's like a cartoonish Brit. He's like the Austin Powers. Many of you are saying this. He's like a more perverted Austin Powers. Well, guess what? He's literally creating, you know, leftist agitprop here. Yeah, many people are saying this, not me. I'm not saying it. I mean, I am saying it too, but other people are also saying it.
And no matter what happens, I have incredible, earth-shattering, life-changing news to give people.
So tell us this one thing.
Okay,
that you
so
want to tell
here's
us.
one. Here's one. Okay, I wanted to make the announcement when I was able to say everything's solved and this is what we're going to be doing. I'm not able to do that. So, as I said, Maktub, everything's already written.
Is it best not to say anything now?
No, this is just one small thing to tell you. Okay. We have,
content for a year.
with some
Thank you,
partners,
Hasan.
we are starting our own bank. Our own bank that we can take in depositors. But it's a very special bank. And it is called the One International Bank. And when you deposit into our bank, you get the first ever. I want to polish it up because it's really cool. It was designed by me. And every deposit.
He's in really good shape. Can I just, okay, I got to point this out. Like for how much his life is falling apart, he is still in pretty good shape for his age. You know what I mean? When you're that age and you can just like pull your shirt up casually and shit still looks tight, like good respect. You can't take that away from him.
It was designed by me. And
I confirmed, also disgusted, this is your type. This is literally like me saying that this dude is actually in good shape and keeps it tight is probably the least gay thing I could admit. Like, even if I said like, oh, I'm horny for Nile, it's like literally he is something entirely different.
Every depositor will get this.
Almost at the key month.
Is he hot without glasses?
24 karat gold.
Is he hot with glasses?
Visa with a real diamond.
Oh, that's amazing, may I? That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I should probably show it to this camera. I'm not sure if that's...
Tilt it forwards. There you go.
So that's kind of the level of stuff that I'm.
Bro, does this motherfucker know you have to have money to start a bank, dude? You can't just like... You can't just like be a bank. Like, you have no collateral even. The bank just took your collateral, dude. Like, another bank just did that.
Hope my brain isn't too rotted yet.
I'm telling you, dude, one guy, 10% dumber than him. One guy. That's all it takes. Also, peep the corners as 1 of 1. Yeah. 1 of 1, chat. That's good. Hey, what's your credit card number? Oh, 1. What do you mean? 1. That's my credit card number. What is it? Visa, MasterCard? No, it's the 1.
What trying to do,
motherfucker, in an age where there's not 1 but 2 Michaels, how are you gonna just have a 1 of 1 card? Even the Michaels have doubled up. That's right, dude. We're celebrating the Michaels release here today. This is the Michaels broadcast. This broadcast is dedicated to the Michaels, the 2 Michaels.
Bruh, so useless since it's a metal card.
I don't know why. I just love saying that.
Some more scam.
Not a single person in Canadian media thought it was really stupid to just say the 2 Michaels. Like, in a situation where you're talking about like, China has kept our 2 Michaels hostage. We need to bring our Michaels home. Like, what? Why did no one decide that was just like really dumb? You should never do that. Oh my God. Even fucking Canada's like humanitarian crises are fucking funny.
Along with all of the things that help the world. So this is one that, and I have something very, very special attached to this announcement, which we're not going to.
So let me just ask you some question about this.
Yeah.
The bank is going to be.
Subprime Real says, lmao, you own a $3 million house. What's the difference between you and him? I own a $3 million house. He owns nothing. I, for the time being, am paying my mortgage. He could not. So the bank took his house. That's the main difference, brother.
Be like a regular bank where you deposit money, or is this crypto, or what is it?
It's an investment bank, so it's for CD deposits mainly. It's more of a depository bank rather than an active bank where you have ATMs and things like that.
So this will be FDIC insured, and nobody has to worry about losing their money. It's a very secure investment.
It's a bank that we're negotiating, purchasing right now that has a Fed wire number, which is super rare. We have the bank. It's a U.S. based bank, and but again, this idea is
no shot, dude. Okay, that's awesome. Just deposits, no withdrawals, dude. Should have just done a crypto pull. Yeah, literally. Like, why isn't this fucking idiot, like, why is he so stupid that he hasn't realized, like, at least he could have done like an NFT or like a crypto pull? Oh my God. That's the 10% dumber audience right there. Why didn't he try to sell the fucking house as an NFT, dude? Oh my God, dude. That is literally the most target-rich audience you can fucking captivate, dude. He did? Oh no, it didn't work. That's so sad.
It's a link to the money coming in.
The card is gorgeous, I have to tell you.
Gorgeous,
I mean,
like,
puts my black card to shame.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Michael is so gross. He has to flex in every video. There you go. That's the designated Michael flex of this video. It puts my black card to shame. It's like, dude, you don't have to literally tell everybody you're rich in every video that you cover, okay? Like he literally had to flex. He had to put that in there. Oh, I never like stepping on them. I never like stepping on grass. I never do this. My shoes, the $6,000.
I hope, and the other interesting thing about this is all of the cards are going to be numbered. So this is 1 of 1 up here. So I hope that on the show I could give you one of the early numbered cards to show we've made it and this bank's open.
I'd like number 8.
Number 8?
It's my birthday.
Okay. I was going to say 27, but we're not going to talk about that yet. So
8 for me.
8 for you. You got it.
Well, that's brilliant. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that.
Yeah.
Sensational looking card, and
thank you.
I think the concept is great.
Thank you.
So Nile, thank you.
Yeah, bro, he's British. They live forever. Yeah, he was born on 8. Like the 8th day of the planet, dude. That's right. Yeah. Not so funny now, is it, dude? That's right. Motherfucker was born on 8, dude.
Anything else at all you want to say?
I just want to say to everybody out there, I can't answer all the DMs. I can't answer everybody, but just I want everyone to know that I am trying. I'm not giving up. I'm doing everything that I can in my power to make sure that MockTube has written this to be a positive ending for me, and I am very sure that this new partner, the money will come in next week, and if it does, you will be the first to know. We will do another interview, and at that time we'll say and tell everybody that it's solved and how we're going to move forward into the future and what the earth-changing new ideas that are coming next.
Well, we all wish you the very, very best of luck. You've put a massive amount of work and energy and creativity into everything that you've built. We're all wishing you well. We thank you for telling everyone. And guys, I hope you enjoyed our talk with Nile. Make sure you follow him. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button. We're in it to win it. Nile's going to win it. We're all going to win it. See ya.
Fuck, dude. Oh, he has another home that's $40 million?
Oh, it's sharp.
Oh, please. You want to see like other things that nobody needs in a house? No, you got to push the button, man.
Okay, we can't do that. We can't. I have to fucking, I have so much shit that I need to do. I gotta end it early today, boys. On fucking 5 hours and 30 minutes.
I want my money back from this fake socialist since he bought a house.
Check the Snapchat Lad Bible Discovery story. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got big stuff coming up. Big stuff. Big things. Okay? I can't tell you yet, but I think you'll be excited. Late and leaves early on Friday. I know. It's not like fun IRL stuff. It is stuff outside of the stream, but you guys are going to be fucking stoked on it. No, it's a short video. Don't skip the video. No pauses, bro. It's a 38-minute video. You know that that's not a short video, okay? I can't tell you what it is yet, but But you will find
Are you ashamed of me yet?
in due time. Okay? And I think you changed after the house. Bro, ever since I got the house, my life has been just, it's been a movie, bro. It's been a movie. No, I mean, part of the reason why I was late was because I had a lot of shit going on. I did a podcast earlier. We got a lot happening today. Okay, we got a lot happening tomorrow. There's just a lot happening in general. I got to figure some stuff out though. And also, most importantly, I got to deal with my fucking termite problem. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I got a termite situation here in my apartment. So, you know, I got to deal with that shit.
There he is again. Hasan is streaming.
So,
Hasan is streaming.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hasan is streaming.
Hold up.
90s. Thanks for 7 months of education.
Reviewing the P.O. box. Uncle Uger's face.
Crazy shit going on, dude.
Sudden discord agitprop. Gray names take on race.
Anyway.
Tiny Bernie Sanders, LGBTQ Air Force.
You will find out. You will find out soon enough. Okay? Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.
The H3 Crowder debate. The Young Turks online show. 3 full fucking years of this, and plenty more to go. 90-day fiance talks of champagne bourgeoisie. A Trump rally live reaction, a mass riot in DC. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There he is again. Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. Reading live stream fail comments. Austin show chat advice. In all the ways the right wing pipeline can suck you in online. JCS react.